We'll go ahead and get started with our short program. Want to thank everyone who has come out, including the dozens of volunteers that we have from the youth of our community. We'll begin the program in the name of God, the most gracious, most merciful. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings of peace to everyone. My name is Haris Zafar. I'm from a member of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community USA. It's the oldest Muslim organization in the United States. We are here today as an annual effort as we host the annual convention of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community in Harrisburg. It's called the Jalsa Salana. And so this year we're inaugurating a program that we're calling Jalsa Cares to formalize a lot of the community outreach that we strive to do at our humble efforts to make the city a better place and to help those in the city. And so we're here today to launch and announce the inauguration of Jalsa Cares, as well as our partnership with the city of Harrisburg, as well as many other organizations that are doing some tremendous work. So I'm going to introduce four folks that will say a few words, and then we'll conclude today's event. At first, I'm going to invite Amjad Mahmood Khan. He's the National Secretary for Public Affairs for the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community USA. Amjad.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, most gracious, ever merciful. To all my dear brothers and sisters gathered here today, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is the Islamic greeting of peace and blessings of God be on all of you. As Haris mentioned, I volunteer as a National Secretary for Public Affairs for the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community USA. Today, we're very excited to launch a new program called Jalsa Cares. The word Jalsa means gathering, and Jalsa Salana means annual gathering. And as a tradition of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, the first Jalsa Salana, or annual convention, took place in 1891 in Qadian, India. The founder of our community, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, instituted this gathering as a spiritual gathering that's going to be held every year, and there were 75 people at that time who attended that small gathering. But as part of that Jalsa Salana originally, there is a spirit of service that pervades our community that's really part of the DNA of who we are. As Muslims, we follow the practice and example of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, who led by his example to serve the poor and the destitute, the underserved, as a part and parcel of our faith. In fact, in the Quran, in chapter 76, verses 9 and 10, God says, "And they are those who give food in spite of their own need to the needy and the orphan and the captive, saying in their hearts, we only feed for the sake of God, and we desire nothing in return from you, not even a word of thanks." So this is what the word of God, what Allah is commanding all Muslims to believe. It's a part and parcel of our faith. Jalsa Salana is an institution now that is over a century in our community. And now all over the world, well over 50 Jalsa Salanas are held. And here in America, the first Jalsa was held in Ohio in 1948. But in Harrisburg, we've held the Jalsa now our 13th year. And we're very excited. Almost 10,000 people will be here this weekend, beginning tomorrow. And this year, we wanted to introduce a humble effort called Jalsa Cares to give back to the people of Harrisburg, and particularly to this beautiful city that has supported us and this Jalsa for well over a decade. We're really excited to be back here. We have members coming from over 30 states, but we also have a strong presence here in Harrisburg of over 200 Ahmadi Muslims. We have a mosque in Harrisburg, Bat al-Hadi. And today we have gathered many volunteers. We're going to spend the day doing social service projects. We started the day by partnering with a terrific organization, Downtown Daily Bread. We'll be hearing from the executive director here shortly. They do tremendous work in the city, daily providing meals to those who are in food insecurity and those who are homeless. and we spent the day with them serving those who are most in need, preparing meals as well. And here we are on 6th and Emerald. The city of Harrisburg had identified this area, Turner Alley, as an area in need, that needed some help, that needed some cleanup. And we thought we'd come here with our team and spend several hours today cleaning this area. Again, just a very small effort to show our solidarity with the city. And we're also giving blood today at the local blood banks, many of our volunteers. Again, just a small effort to show that we are here for the city because the city has been here for us. So I want to mention here that the present spiritual leader of our community, His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, who's the head of the worldwide Ahmadiyya Muslim community, he visited this state, he visited this city, and he said to us that in times of grief and despair, we should always be there to wipe away the tears of our neighbors. And that is the mantra that we follow, the words, the beautiful words of His Holiness. And we are here today as a humble extension and manifestation of those words. So I hope and pray that this effort is successful, but I want to thank the city of Harrisburg, Mayor Williams, the Public Works team, everyone who's here, from the Capital Area Coalition on Homelessness, Downtown Daily Bread, all of the wonderful partners, people who live in this neighborhood, who clean this neighborhood. We hear you, we see you, we respect what you do, we love what you do. Our hearts are with you, and we hope your hearts are with us, because we have one goal: lifting everyone up in this beautiful city. So thank you very much, and may God be with all of you.
Thank you so much, Amjad. I'm going to invite next up Jason Graves. Jason is the City of Harrisburg Director of Business Development, and he also is a representative for the Capital Area Coalition on Homelessness, who we're working with on today's initiatives. So Jason, I invite you to say a few words.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, on this nice, warm summer day. Today is something that actually needs to happen more often. I know there are some community leaders out here that partake in actual cleanup and actually preservation and restoring the neighborhoods in our area. The city of Harrisburg, just like a lot of cities around the United States, we all function from areas that actually need the love and the care that we all can have. Together, the inaugural Jalsa Care, in partnership with Ajino Muslim community, as close partners working together to help make Harrisburg a better place for its people. More activity is needed to continue throughout the year, along with a long-term plan in the community, again, as I said, with organizations and local residents, so we can maintain and preserve the neighborhoods in our city. We appreciate the work and the partnership of the community, who has a long-standing tradition to serve the community as part of its services. And we look forward to continue the partnership with the Jalsa Care and also their organization to make sure everything is basically moving along forward, to work together as a community and one whole person in one place. Together we are one city and one community. That's one thing that we all need to take precedence and think about when we think about our area and our love for our neighbors, our people, and ourselves. I want to thank everybody, and you have a good rest of the day.
Thank you so much, Jason. Very grateful for the partnership with the City of Harrisburg, and also for the relationship with the Capital Area Coalition on Homelessness. We appreciate the support of Denise Hill, who's the chair of the Capital Area Coalition for Homelessness, and her ongoing support and coordinating today's efforts. I'm going to ask David West to come next. David serves as the City of Harrisburg Director of Public Works, and has been a great partner in identifying and how we can help the best we can for the City of Harrisburg. So David, if you can please come say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you to the Jalsa Cares program for coming into the community and for being of service in the city of Harrisburg. We also invite any organization or community or nonprofit service to come into the city of Harrisburg, we welcome you all for service, because service is the identity of our presence, is my belief. And we also want to inform everyone that we have several areas of our community that are being very well kept because of organizations such as this. As we continue to build and strengthen in one another and become service to one another, we will continue to grow. I say all the time that those who illegally dump in our community, that there are a lot more of them than they are of us. But we need to continue to strengthen communities and develop relationships as of this, so it will become more of us than it is of them. I share again that those who are continuing to illegal dump in our community, that we will catch you, we will get you, you will be arrested, and you will receive the full complement of the law. So thank you again for being a part of this community and developing and strengthening this relationship. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, David, for reiterating the commitment to keeping Harrisburg, making Harrisburg a clean, safe, beautiful city, and keeping it that way. I'm finally going to invite, we had, as Amjad mentioned, we've already had a project this morning with Downtown Daily Bread, who does incredible work over a span of many, many years, serving the underprivileged and really opening the doors to anyone. And their name indicates that, Daily Bread. It's not a one and done. It's an ongoing effort to feed those in Harrisburg. So we're very privileged to have the executive director of Downtown Daily Bread here. So I'll invite Corey to come and share some remarks for today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say thank you to Jalsa Cares. Two things that are important to me is community and servant leadership. That's where my heart is. That's what I advocate for. As the executive director of Downtown Daily Bread, a lot of you know that that is what we are involved in, is a daily service to those that are hungry and unsheltered in the area of Harrisburg. Today, this morning, we were joined by this great community. They brought over 100 meals for our clientele this afternoon. They loved it. We were down there, their faces lit up, and just that special token of someone's thinking of us within our community. I am honored to be in partnership with Jalsa Cares. I'm excited for the ongoing and the longevity of this project. And I just want to say again, thank you so much for considering Downtown Daily Bread, for coming alongside of us and partnering with everything that we're doing, and for providing meals for today. I think as well it's important that we don't always have to agree, we don't always look alike, we don't always sound alike, but we have a like commonality of the community. And I just invite anyone that's watching, anyone that's here, to come down to Downtown Daily Bread, see what we're about, see who we're serving, take a tour, reach out to me and our great Director of Development, Brad, and we would love to host you. But again, thank you to Jalsa Cares. Thank you to the community that makes this all just affordable to us. And again, thank you, a warm thank you.
Thank you so much, Corey. And again, we really, really are grateful for all the work that's happening. We know we're not the only ones trying to make Harrisburg a better place, a cleaner place, a safer place, a place where everyone is fed and is warm and taken care of. But we're hoping that this humble effort can serve to uplift the community. We know, especially now in light of the devastation on the Broad Street market, the fire that devastated that market, that encapsulates 160 years of deep history. I myself have shopped at the Broad Street Market many times, and the beautiful people that bring their products to us to the market. We're heartbroken at what's happened, but we know that there's a great deal of commitment to rebuild. We want to be part of the rebuilding process. We want to support the rebuilding process, and continue to express our sympathy and our care and our support for the city. So we're very grateful. Thank you to everyone who came. We'll conclude today's program, but all of the speakers that are here are available on one-to-one basis for any follow-up questions that anyone may have. But thank you so much for making the time today.